Out here the snow looks peaceful, but it's a killer. One mistake with your shelter isn't just uncomfortable, it's fatal. The cold seeps in, and if you're not prepared, it will take you. Tonight, we're breaking down the 5 snow shelter mistakes that kill, and how to avoid them. Most beginners get it wrong. They think fire is the priority. It's not. Shelter comes first. Your body is a furnace, but without walls to hold the heat, you're just bleeding energy into the frozen air. A well-built shelter is the difference between waking up to a cold dawn and not waking up at all. The first deadly mistake. It's one that's easy to make, especially when you're cold, tired, and desperate for shelter. Picking a spot that looks comfortable, soft, inviting, and undisturbed. But that soft, deep snow, it could be hiding a river, a crevasse, or a tree well. Traps that can kill in seconds if you're not careful. Never trust appearances. Read the terrain for threats, not just comfort. Avoid open areas and slopes, no matter how easy they seem to access. Look for dense trees. They break the wind, offer stable ground, and can even provide some insulation from the cold. Stay off peaks. They're wind-blasted, exposed, and can quickly sap your body heat. Before digging, always probe the snow with a stick or pole to check what's beneath the surface. Check for hollows, ice, or unstable layers that could collapse under your weight. Wind tunnels between rocks can turn a cold night into an impossible one, robbing you of precious warmth. Always position your shelter's entrance away from the wind, or you'll wake up buried or frozen. The best spot? Leeward side of a hill or behind a big rock. These offer natural protection from the elements and help conserve heat. You're not looking for a view, you're looking for a fortress that will keep you alive through the night. Investigate before you excavate. Walk the area, probe the snow, watch the wind, and take your time to make the right call. 10 minutes of caution beats hours of desperate digging in the wrong place, or worse, a night spent in danger. Choosing your site isn't just the first step of building a shelter, it's the first step of surviving the night, and maybe your life. Don't let comfort fool you. In the wild, comfort can be a deadly illusion. Your life depends on picking the right ground. Choose wisely, and you'll give yourself the best chance to see the sunrise. Once inside a snow shelter, your first instinct is to seal every crack and gap, thinking it will trap precious heat and keep you warmer through the night, but resist that urge. Don't do it. A sealed shelter is not a cozy haven, it's an airtight tomb waiting to happen. Without ventilation, carbon dioxide from your breath quickly builds up, while oxygen levels drop dangerously low. You could suffocate in your sleep without ever realizing it. At the same time, moisture from your breath and body soaks the air, condensing on the walls and ceiling. Soon, everything inside turns damp and icy, making your shelter a freezing coffin instead of a refuge. The solution is simple, but vital. Always have proper ventilation, no matter how cold it feels outside. Punch a fist-sized hole in the roof to act as your chimney, letting stale air escape and fresh air flow in. Always leave a small gap at the entrance for airflow, even if snow is blowing in. This is your intake for fresh air. Think of the entrance as your air intake and the roof vent as your exhaust. This simple system keeps you alive by circulating air. Light a candle near the floor. If it burns steadily, you have enough airflow. If it flickers or goes out, you're in danger. Open up more ventilation immediately. Don't try to fight the cold by sealing yourself in. Instead, fight the real threats: suffocation and moisture buildup. A slightly colder shelter with fresh circulating air is far safer and healthier than a warm, airless one that puts your life at risk. Your shelter needs to breathe, just like you do. Never underestimate the importance of airflow. That vent hole isn't a flaw in your shelter, it's your lifeline, your guarantee of survival. Never forget, fresh air is always more important than false warmth. Prioritize ventilation every time. Stay alive by letting your shelter breathe. It's the most important step you can take in winter survival. Don't let your instincts trap you. Remember, in a snow shelter, ventilation is survival. Never seal yourself in. The paradox of winter survival is real. Overheating while building your shelter, then freezing once you stop. It's a cycle that can catch even experienced campers off guard. Digging a shelter is exhausting physical work. You sweat, and in winter, that sweat can be deadly if you're not careful. Wet clothes pull heat away from your body the moment you stop moving, chilling you to the bone. That's why you need to manage your energy and clothing layers with absolute precision, always adjusting to your activity level. Work slowly. Take frequent breaks. If you start to sweat, stop and adjust your layers or pace. Before you start digging, strip down to your base layer and a light shell. Don't overdress for the work ahead. Always keep your sleeping clothes dry and separate, packed away in a waterproof bag for when you need them most. As soon as you finish building, change into dry clothes, immediately, before your body cools down. Wet clothes in the cold will drop your core temperature fast, putting you at risk for hypothermia. Dry always beats warm. No matter how thick, wet clothes can't keep you safe. Don't rush. Don't overexert. Stay cool, stay dry, and listen to your body's signals. Treat construction as a marathon, not a sprint. Steady, methodical work is key. Your survival depends on smart thermal management, not speed or brute force. Work slow, stay cool, keep dry, and always be aware of how your body feels. That's how you survive the build, and make it safely through the night in the winter wilderness. When you're cold and scared, you want space. Don't do it. A big shelter is a cold shelter. Your body can't heat a cavern. Build just enough room to sit up and lie down, nothing more. Small space means concentrated warmth and structural strength. A large shelter is weak and collapses easily. Your shelter should be a cocoon, not a cave. Keep your head and feet close to the walls. Create a raised sleeping platform. Cold air sinks, so sleep higher than the entrance. Building big wastes energy and soaks your clothes. A small, efficient shelter saves time, energy, and heat. Think compact. Think survival pod. The walls should be close enough to touch. Claustrophobic? Maybe. But that's what keeps you alive. In winter, small is safe. The last mistake, ignoring roof collapse. Snow is heavy. A flat roof is a death trap. Build a dome or arched roof, nature's strongest shape. A dome distributes weight. A flat roof fails. Roof should be at least a foot thick, preferably 2. Check thickness as you dig. Poke through with a stick to gauge depth. Tap the ceiling. A solid thud means strength. A hollow sound means weakness. Reinforce thin spots with more snow. Let your shelter sit for 90 minutes before hollowing. This bonds the snow, making it stronger. Rushing this step is dangerous. Never forget, the snow above you is a massive weight. Respect it. Build strong. The dome isn't for looks. It's survival physics. Flat roofs collapse. Domes protect. Your life depends on this shape. Those are the 5 mistakes that turn winter adventure into tragedy. Comfort kills. Awareness saves lives. Every decision must be deliberate, born from knowledge, not instinct. The comfortable spot hides danger. The sealed shelter suffocates. The big space bleeds warmth. The flat roof buries you. Survival is about being smart, not tough. Small shelter, vent hole, dry clothes, safe location, dome roof. Get these right, and you have a fighting chance. The cold is relentless, but predictable. Respect the mountain. Understand its rules. Your shelter is your lifeline. Stay aware. Stay alive.